Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and today we are starting a new series for Diving In where I go into an artist's discography and analyze my thought process from album to album, and today we are starting with Grimes. I guess I'll start with what sparked my interest in her music. Basically, my girlfriend and I love this YouTube channel called Offensive Tea, and they basically make these hilarious edits of just pop culture videos and shows and people, all that. And they did a video on Grimes, and both of us knew who she was, but we didn't know who she was. If you don't know, a lot of her interview clips are pretty infamous for just being so weird. So as strange as I perceived her to be, and as weirded out as I was by her personality, it just got me more and more intrigued into her as an artist. Because what does this girl's art feel like? What does her music sound like? The girl who only ate pasta one time until her hair started falling out, and the girl who literally locked herself in a room to purposefully go insane to make an album. I felt like I needed to know, especially that last question, because what the fuck? So I started doing my typical diving in research, reading the Wikipedia page, rate your music, checking it all out, watching more videos of the very odd, almost concerning shit that she sometimes has to say, and I stumbled upon this video by Pitchfork where she kind of breaks down all of her albums. So I'll probably reference that throughout this series quite a bit, because it's not often we have such a laid out description by the artist of what we're about to listen to. So without further ado, let's dive in, starting with her first album, Geidi Primes, which she says is cyber sci-fi twee. And when I first heard that, I thought, what the fuck? It sounds kind of pretentious and narrow, but the more I've listened, there's not a better way to describe this album. This thing is so all over the place, it's almost dizzying. There are these nocturnal, catchy, and dancey, but still very low-key pop jams. And then there's these psychedelic, indie-tronica... God, I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like something off this bitch's playlist. She said this album was a concept album for Dune, which is apparently a sci-fi novel from the 60s, which gives a cool and much needed perspective of the whole sound of the album, even if I don't know anything about that series. It sort of explains the kind of fairy tale feel of some of the songs, especially the first two. The imagery I get from them is like witches and caverns and caves and bubbling cauldrons. Like eerie mythological stuff. I don't fucking know. Especially the second song, which I can't even begin to try and pronounce. It sounds like a medieval folk jingle from some other country. This is a lot weirder than I expected. I don't know. Zol Face Dancer is the first track where I start to hear the more pop side of Grimes, and a bit more of what I was expecting, if I had any expectations at all, but it still has this lo-fi organic feel to the production, and these effects that feel like they sit right beside the song. They come in about a minute in, if I'm not mistaken, and they're very odd, but they bring a whole lot of atmosphere. This is kind of scary, guys. And there's weird effects on most of the tracks here, but some of them just have an undeniable groove to them, like Rosa. When I first heard that prominent guitar strumming, I was like, that's really odd, but it really holds all the groove together, and it combines these elements that still feel purposefully out of place, but it's just enough for you to kind of shut your mind off and just kind of rock to it. Her singing here too just flows so smoothly. Like, I wasn't sure about this one at first, but it's definitely one that kind of opens itself up to you the more you listen to it. I wasn't sure about this one at first, but that's Fade Rotha Darkheart was the first song that like hit, like that low-key late night kind of ambient pop, but still like, man, I couldn't help but just start dancing to this shit.
Yo, this shit is a vibe.
Just so catchy, so serene, and so simple, but just scratched this certain itch that I was hoping to hear when I got into her.
Jesus, yo.
No! You threw off my groove!
And then the album sends me right back into this fuckery fairy tale lullaby gambang, and as weird as it is, it's definitely one of my favorite tracks here. The melodies and the instrumentation is just so playful and hypnotic. It's gorgeous.
This is really creative. Like, this is just dripping creativity. Like, just...
Now the last song, Beast Infection. My first reaction to this song did not do justice for how beautiful I think it is now, and I was very impressed with her vocals throughout the whole album, but this one just showed me a side of her music that I wasn't expecting. It was just really awe-inspiring, like, just beautiful.
Oh, man. This already sounds like such a nice outro.
The first time listening to this album especially just threw me for loop after loop. I was as confused as I was mesmerized and pretty much shocked at how good the first album was. Obviously I was hoping it would be good, but from what she'd mentioned about it, she said it was very... not unfinished, but kind of had that like DIY feel to it, and I do feel that, but man, like some of the ideas here are just so creative, and just some of the sounds used very subtly just bring this beautiful picture. Some of the songs, some are a little not bad, but just a little too, okay, what the fuck is going on here?
Holy shit, like...
All in all, this album just intrigued me more to check out her further stuff, so I'll definitely be having the next few Grimes videos out soon. I'm just gonna kind of ride this wave because I'm really feeling it. Also, because as impressed as I was with this whole album, especially her vocals shocked me. I felt like I only caught a tease of a glimpse of what she's capable of, or maybe what she planned to do with her sound. So yeah, it's a very messy debut album, but it is just dripping with creativity and potential. If she gets more focused and pushes her ideas further, which I'm assuming she does, I think we're gonna have one hell of a diving in series. So y'all make sure to stick around for the next one. Hal Faxa. She was just such an enigma of a person, just from the clips that we had watched. And again, her music is just intriguing me, pulling me in deeper and deeper. The more I listened to this album, the more excited I was to listen to the next, and especially the next. Oh, the insane one, the blacked out windows, lock yourself in a room album. I'm just enamored with Grimes right now. So make sure you check out that next video. I'll put it in the description as soon as it's up, hopefully very soon. Join the Discord, links down below if you want to talk about a bunch of cool music with a bunch of cool people. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. I love you so much. Ferda Tunes, we're back, and I'm in grind mode. There are so many things I'm working on, especially diving in. There's quite a few artists I'm diving in, and I think you guys will like the next few. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching again. Subscribe for more, because a lot more is coming, I promise. That Crystal Castles video, oh yeah, the third one, yeah, it'll be out soon, yo. Much love. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.
Bro, like, this sounds like some Bjork influence, no?